Right. This game was sent into me by Ray. It's up against Super King Man. Super King Man is also known as Mike Jet. Now, to give you a little bit of background here, this is in Spring's tournament, and Mike Jet or Super King Man is playing as the Sicilians, and because he is so much lower elo than Ray, he has a 20% handicap bonus that both parties agree to, which means that he collects additional resources with that handicap. I forget if there's other things that are involved with the handicap, whether or not your units do 20% more damage or something in that nature. I think it's just resource collection as well as building construction, but I could be mistaken about that. Fast speed. So I guess they're talking about the game speed here. Yeah, look, if I'm playing it at normal speed right here, you can actually see that it is at 2 times speed that it was played. I thought it was the handicap throwing me off. Okay, so they're not playing it on normal game speed, they're playing it on fast game speed. Ray opting for a pre-mill drush with those militia. However, it doesn't look like Mike Jet is on wood. Now getting loom, looks like he wants to construct a lumber camp and is immediately going to be taken off. Wow. Those things. Oh, delete that. I think he just lost those resources. To be honest with you, that does not bode particularly well. Oh man, Ray dirty, bro. He killing every one of these Ibex. These Ibex need to die. These Ibex need to die. Why do these Ibex? These Ibex need to die. Love Ibex still over here. For Ray, I think a mill over here would be really, really favorable. He could take his berries with that, as well as being close enough to the Ibex to still take those. You can tell that Ray is really a high level player. Now, one thing that he could do, since these militia are quite weak, is put them inside of the TC. I know something funny is about to happen because Ray sent this game into me and was like, what? Is he trying to fast castle here? Like, I am confused what he is trying to do. He has so much food in the bank over here. Definitely does need to go to gold at a certain point as well. What is up with all of these houses from Mike Jet as well? That seems to be a little bit strange in my personal opinion. Feudal age, a whole bunch of wood. Is he going to go to gold and just go for a fast castle? Is it going to be a TC drop over here? Man, these villagers just simply put don't die. Ray way ahead in terms of eco. I think it's going to be a TC drop. Yeah. Going forward with 6 villagers over here. Feudal age has been reached. Maybe a donjon rush could be very, very strong. Nope. There's the TC drop. And this could turn very, very bad. How? How do I have the wood? That is the power of handicap, I suppose. Look at how much wood he is collecting over here. Handicapping and TC dropping seems to be relatively powerful. Now, is it doing more damage? Because he only has half the number of villagers in here. Really should have 10 in here in order to do maximum damage. And a donjon follow-up on the wood. That is nasty. I think the construction speed is also affected, by the way. As previously mentioned in the opening of this video, they're like so formal about it. He nope, does not realize that there's dungeon over there. Look at that. Maybe it's 20% more damage as well. The 20% handicap seems nuts. He's down like 7, 8, 9 villagers. Doesn't matter. And the sergeants are coming in. They are slicing up absolutely everything. He cannot keep that TC up anymore. Holy guacamole. Ray was saying, did you put him up to this? Whenever somebody TC drops, it's like, did Poop Lord put you up to this? Did he like, this thing doesn't die. Like 20% is so nuts. Absolutely ridiculous. Drop another donjon. Oh man, I would have loved it to see another donjon right there. I think honestly once this TC goes down, and it will go down, you just run in everybody. Just fight everything over here. Let's go! Let's go! Holy moly. Yeah, even though this is like way in Ray's favor in terms of overall villagers, the damage that is done by means of Mike Jet's sergeants and villagers seems to be way in his favor. And all of a sudden that huge differential that was before is not that big anymore, only 4 villagers, and Ray doesn't even have a TC at this point. Doesn't have enough wood for another lumber camp. Oh, he does. Okay, he just barely did. Oh my goodness. It is super in Super King Man's favor at this point. And I don't see this going very well for Ray at this point. Wow. I don't necessarily agree with that tower. That tower seems quite bad, but who cares? He can still collect a large quantity of stone. There is a TC that is going to go up. I think you just fight this, honestly. Yeah, just because the 20% handicap makes you so much stronger. Uh-oh. TC on a singular straggler tree over here. Gots to get the markets just to balance out the ecos. Does have 12 archers, but what are these archers going to be able to do? Especially with all of these towers. Once fletching comes up, that's going to now be able to reach the archers. Does realize that, and now once this goes up, that's going to deny all. No food is being collected really from Ray, and this game is over. Raymond, is that your entire eco? Well, actually there's still, yeah, he almost has no eco at all. He had so many more resources. I think he's just gonna TC drop again. He just deleted his TC. Now, I'm not a big proponent of deleting your TC before you actually drop it. No way. With 5? Come on. Yeah. Oh no. Oh God. What a throw over here. Oh, dude. Mike Jet had this game on lock. And then just threw everything. Has to reconstruct it back at home? Oh my goodness. That was a huge throw city. GG's indeed call. I think Mike Jet wins this. I think he wins it if he just doesn't go for the TC drop. If he just goes for actual units right there. If he just goes skirmishers right there. If he just builds up 5 or 6 scouts. Needs to get food, obviously, some way, somehow. But once you have these 2 donjons over here, you could actually be placing farms. Now, it's easy to say, obviously, from my perspective, because I know exactly how many villagers Ray has and that he doesn't have any on food and that he actually needs to buy food in order to keep Vil production up. But the score at that time was also heavily in Super King Man's favor. You gotta know when to hold him, and you gotta know when to drop him. Sometimes it's better to stop, get the economic advantage, and then just win it. Even if you are up against a stronger opponent, if you have significantly more eco, you will still win that game, especially with a 20% handicap. I think right around here-ish. Yeah. Here, I think Mike Jett could have won this game. He has 4 more villagers. You have to consider that they're collecting 20% faster, which is another 5 by my calculation villagers than he has than Ray. So he's 20 to 11. I know that that's not reflected in these numbers, but you have to consider the handicap that he has. Just needs to make the counter units to archers. I think the sergeants was a poor choice, as the sergeants can still be out microed by those archers. I don't think the towers was a bad play. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of towers. However, yeah, look at this. At this point, significantly more resources were collected. This shows the effect of the 20% bonus. And look, you can see it in the beginning very, very much. So how many more resources were collected? I think right here is when the throw kind of occurred. That TC drop was absolutely brutal in the end of it all. If you see Ray, TC drop him. Don't let your memes just be dreams. Keep on walking. Poop Lord out.